Look at this freak show.
Greetings humans, and welcome back to the channel where we talk Fortnite Save the World. And today we have a best in class for the Kunai Storm. And if you're talking Kunai Storm, you better be talking about Overtaker Hero, because his commander perk is absolutely insane. Let's take a look at it. Kunai collection. The Kunai Storm eliminations decrease Kunai Storm cooldown by 4.5 seconds. Every time any enemy is eliminated, 4.5 seconds is taken off of the cooldown of Kunai Storm. That is just absolutely insane. So if you're dealing with groups of husks, you're just going to be continuously dropping Kunai Storms left and right to the point where you could potentially just run out of energy. So let's get into what makes this build so insane. We're gonna go with the team perk Dim Mac, and for each ninja, Shadow Stance regenerates 2.7 shield per second, and you're going to want to regenerate that shield as much as possible, because if you're like me, you're going to be right in the thick of things, right in the middle of all the husks, because when you get into the middle of a group, that's when you want to jump up and drop that Kunai Storm so you can keep that going. And you're going to be facing things like the bees, blasters. You're going to be taking a little bit of damage, so you can be doing even more damage, and with Dim Mac, that gives you a great deal of survivability. Now the support team here is key. I consider Overtaker Hero the master of all ninjas. This is actually probably my favorite build for the ninja class entirely, because he can use all of his abilities consistently to the point where you barely even need to be using your weapons. And how we do that is by loading up a support team that assists with those abilities. So we got to start off with, what's his name here? Dashing Hair Ken. And each time you use Kunai Storm, you're going to be dropping eggs, and each of those eggs deal 37 base damage. And Kunai Storm by itself does a great deal of damage, but with Extermination, you're going to be taking out even the bigger husks, or be doing a lot more damage to the husks that are like blasters or smashers. So while you're waiting for that little bit of cooldown, if there even is a cooldown, you can take care of them, no problem. They're down, you move back onto the Kunai Storm. But to assist with even further with abilities, we're going to be going with Sarah Hotep, and she can be found in the Fortnitemares collection. And it says that her standard perk decreases Dragon Slash energy cost by 30%, but that's actually inaccurate. It decreases the cooldown of Dragon Slash, which actually makes for an insane cooldown if she is your commander. But we're going to be focusing on Kunai Storm, and we'll probably be doing a best in class for the Dragon Slash ability as well. But with the Kunai Storm and Dragon Slash cooldowns being absolutely minuscule, you're going to be witnessing some fantastic and some fun gameplay. You're going to have a lot of fun messing around with this build. And since you're a ninja, at some point, generally you want to add some bonus damage for your melee. And here we go with Swordmaster Ken. His standard perk is Legendary Blade. So during Shadow Stance, you increase your sword damage by 25%, and he can actually be found in the collection books under the regular ninjas. He is the Mythic. Oh man, I just had I completely cashed out there for a second. He is the Mythic of the Ninja Collection book. And since we're going to be using our abilities so frequently, we're going to be going with our man here, Fallen Love Ranger Jonesy. And his standard perk is for Fuel of the Fallen, which each elimination restores 6 energy over 3 seconds. And the duration refreshes with each additional elimination. So you kill an enemy, you have your energy coming back. 3 seconds later, you kill another enemy, it starts again, which is going to be great because that Kunai Storm and that Dragon Slash are going to be taking people down left and right. And there's another one you could use for that, but it focuses pretty much on swords, and that would be melee weapon eliminations grant 7.5 energy. But since we're going to be using our abilities more often, we're going to go with Fallen Love Ranger, even though that takes a little bit back from our Dim Mock ability, because you only get the Dim Mock bonus every time you add a ninja, and that's why we have 3 times instead of 5 times. Last but not least, we're going to go with Survivalist Jonesy, who can be found in the collection book under Soldiers, and every time you eliminate an enemy, you heal for 39 base health over 3 seconds. Kill another enemy, that heal begins again after the 3 seconds. And you could replace him with Going Coconuts, but whenever you're a ninja, you're not really focusing on farming. You're really going out there and you really just, you're either going into the mission to do things like, say, repair the shelter. You're the one really finding most of the modules from what I have found in my experience, or you're the one doing the pylons to give your team bonuses and things of that nature. So we're not going to be farming as much, so Survivalist Jonesy is just fine. And we're going to go with our gadgets, our Adrenaline Rush and Stationary Hover Turret. And and you know what? I actually created a second build for this. This is the build I prefer, but if you're lucky enough to have the heroes, another good solid build for the Kunai Storm Best in Class is actually this. We kept Overtaker Hero as our commander, and then we went with the team perk Blast from the Past, and that removes all shield and increases your max health by 200%. Absolutely insane. Completely gives you the ability to just be reckless, go right into the middle of everything, and your health barely drops, even in higher level missions. But it does require 2 dinosaur heroes, so for that, we're going to be using Saurian Focus with Fossil Southie, because with Fossil Southie, when your shield is depleted, which it always is because of the team perk, your shield is going to be regenerating 4 energy per second. Perfect for constant Kunai Storms, constant Dragon Slash, and he is the one who is going to be replacing Fallen Love Ranger Jonesy. Next up, we have Saurian Claws, and for obvious reasons, we go with Paleo Luna, because that adds 5.5% of current health to melee weapon damage, and with a 200% bonus to your health, that's insane. Insane. It's a wonderful build. We can go with Legendary Blade for even more melee weapon damage, or we can go back with Extermination with Hair Ken. There he is. I think I'm just going to go with that, to be honest, because with Paleo Luna, you really don't even need any more melee weapon damage, and that Extermination really does help, thin out the herd. And then, of course, we go again with Sarah Hotep, Return of the Dragon, and Survivalist for that survivability. Both of these loadouts are fantastic, but this is the one I prefer. And you can also, if you don't have to go with Dim Mock. That's just the best way to survive, honestly. But if you're like me, I like to have fun. I like to go with Soaring Mantis, because Mana Sleep is just a blast, and I've been using Mana Sleep for so long. It helps me get across the board, especially through whenever you're like in forest boards where you have to go up mountains and it's not really flat lands like deserts. I prefer Soaring Mantis, but for the purposes of this video, we'll go with Dim Mock. Now let's hop into some gameplay and figure out why Overtaker Hero is actually the master of the kunai. Here we are in a level 100 encampment mission, I believe this is. Overtaker Hero, and the weapons we're using, we can go over that real quick. Spectral Blade and Stabs Worth III, both triple attack speed. Here we go. Attack speed, damage, physical for the Spectral Blade. I'm getting attacked but that's fine. Double attack speed. Oh, I was almost positive that I had triple attack speed on this stab worth. Jesus. Okay, here we go. I found the encampment's right over there. Either way, gold rolled, stabs worth a third, spectral blade, 130, level 100 encampment mission. Get right in the shadow stance with the first kill. Let's take a look at this kunai. Dragon slash. Another kunai is already ready to go. Kunai's ready to go again. Kunai's already ready to go. I wasn't even paying attention. And just like that, first encampment will be done.
One down. Let's find the next one.
But as you can see, that Kunai Storm cooldown is just absolutely ludicrous.
Ready to go.
Dragon Slash cooldown was absolutely ludicrous. Of course, that was the first mission, first encampment. I am also in a public lobby with one other person, so you gotta take in consideration that kind of a buff. I myself am level 131.
There it is. Take out
Get back in the shadow stance with these three here. Try to gather everybody up a little bit. Use Kunai, Dragon Slash. 2 seconds left and Kunai's ready again. Now you could go with a different hero in that build to, what is that, Energy Thief Marie or Dimlock Marie to lower the cooldown of the smoke bomb, but it doesn't do a significant enough cooldown to make me want to put her in my support team. I went down from 15-second cooldown to 6. Here we go. Kunai again. It's just absolute. Kunai's ready again. And our Dragon Slash should be ready. It is. Oh, they're not. They're still running around. All the dad bods here. Flaming dad bods. They're husky husks. I know. I call them dad bods.
Make sure you're prepared.
Oh, they get Shadow Shard for that. Nice. It was only the second encampment. Oh, and for the third weapon, obviously, I just use this for travel speed because it has triple movement speed. The Baron. Incredible weapon. If you go armor, it's great for defenders, triple armor. I think that's what I have. I think I have a Baron for movement speed and a Baron for defenders, but the crit rate, crit damage build is pretty decent too. Let's get over to this next encampment. Kunai has 6-second cooldown now, so I'll Dragon Slash until that's ready. Try to get these grouped up here. This is perfect for encampment missions, by the way. Perfect for encampment missions. Who am I missing? Oh, there's another wave. Kunai, 6-second cooldown. How am I not getting enough people with one Kunai? I guess we are level 100 encampment. Gonna miss a few here and there. Look at that. With the quickness, absolutely insane. I might do one more before I end this video. I don't want to drag it on for too terribly long. And again, this is the build. This is my preferred build. I'm not using Blast from the Past. Obviously, I have Shield there. Use the Spectral Blade because that's physical against mist monsters. Pull out the stabs worth for the elemental enemies here. Oh, Kunai. Plenty right there. Yeah, look at that. Whenever you have, the more enemies you have, honestly, the better, because that'll create the better cooldowns. Group them up. Smoke bomb. I'm barely using my sword. Honestly, another reason why this is my preferred build, because I really like to have I really like to be ability focused rather than sword focused. Look at that cooldown, non-existent. Another Kunai, Dragon Slash, haven't yet to touch the turrets or need a health boost. And this encampment should be done before I'm even able to use another ability. Nope, Kunai came back that quick. Alright, with that, I will leave it off here. I think that's sufficient gameplay. Just a really fun build. This is definitely my favorite ninja for the entire class, honestly. I like how well, I guess he's not Dimmock Igor anymore. He's Plague Dr. Igor. That's my favorite skin, but this is my favorite build. So I want to take some time to thank you for coming to this channel. If you like my video, please hit a like, hit a subscribe. It's always cool to support a small YouTuber like myself. If you didn't like the video, if you think this was garbage, don't like it. Don't subscribe. I'm just going to keep doing this until I find people who do enjoy the videos I put out. And because honestly, I'm having fun doing this, so expect a lot more out of this. If you want to come to a channel that just talks about having fun in the game, creating fun builds, hopefully this will be one of the channels for you. I'm all wrapped up in this game now. But I am going to wrap up this video. Thanks again. Like I said, a like and subscribe would be appreciated. And I'll make some more best-in-class videos. I think the next one I'll be working on here is maybe best-in-class Teddy. So if you enjoyed this, stick around for that. And I hope you all live long and prosper.
Shelter is under attack! Check your map for the location of the shelter! Find the shelter before the huts do too much damage! Look at this freak show. Once the shelter is repaired, we can extract the survivors. It'll take 10 minutes to fully recharge the shelter.